Alright guys, how's it going? Amal here, and this is episode 9 and the review of April. Now this is quite a defining month. The last month you might think that we kind of screwed it up, which we, in a way we did. We kind of screwed up the league, but we've got a chance. We've still got a chance. It's still mathematically possible, and for that reason we're still going to go for it in every single game. But first of all, we've got the Manchester City game in the Champions League, so let's waste no more time and move straight on to that. So the first game of the month, we played Manchester City at home in the first leg, and we drew 0-0. Man City dominated the game. They've just got such a wealth of attacking talent. I mean, look at that. David Silva, Schneider and Nasri, and then Zeko up front, who is a tank on this game. And then they had Vidal and company controlling the midfield. Isla, Otamendi, Lescott, Bale at left back. And then Hart in goal. It's just, how can you compete with that? I mean, that's quite phenomenal. But we got a draw nonetheless. I guess obviously now we're going to go into the second leg, hoping we can scrape a victory, and hopefully the away goals come in handy for us as well. So move on to the next game of the month. To begin our sort of late charge for the league title, we played Celta. Let me slow this down a little bit. In the league, Carlos Fierro getting the first goal of the game after a sending off in the first half from Celta, which really helped us, I guess. Second goal of the game was an own goal. I can't remember who scored. I can't remember if this is probably their goal. Yeah. Who was that? Papadopoulos. I hate own goals. They've pissed me off this season. I've had quite a few own goals this season. But what can you do? I got the win nonetheless, and yeah. So Vertonghen, Maduro, this is a good goal. Possession play. I changed it up during the second half of the season, and I decided to change from default to shorter passing in the hope that we'd find more goals, because I was struggling a little bit before this month, so I was hoping just to change it up a bit and see how that affected our play. As you can see, we dominated the game and we pulled out a deserved victory, so that's 3 points, fully deserved, and on to the second leg against Manchester City. So, as you might have guessed already, we lost 3-1. We managed to get the first goal here through Roberto Soldado, and I was thinking that luck might have been on our side this game, but it turns out it wasn't. So Soldado, lucky deflection from the cross right into Soldado's path, and he's not going to miss those. Soldado. Second goal of the game was they scored 3 in a row now, so Zeko gets the first one for Man City to level the game in terms of scoreline. But obviously, if it stayed at 1-1, we would have gone through on away goals. And then second goal for Manchester City. I mean, this game was played as you'd expect. I mean, we got trampled on. As simple as that. Zeko getting the second goal through a deflection. Through a rebound. And the final goal of the game, Vidal. So, yeah, we got absolutely destroyed. 19 shots to 6, 8 to 3, 60 to 40% possession. We fluked the first goal, but we couldn't fluke the victory. So we're out of the Champions League this year in the quarterfinals. Not too displeased, I guess. Quarterfinals not too bad, but losing against Manchester City, you can't really have much shame with the team they've got. So Piatti got injured yet again. He's starting to really piss me off now, Piatti, but what can you do? So we're just going to move straight on to the next league game of the month. So we then played Racing at home, and we managed to pick up another 2-0 win. Fierro, I don't know what you'd say, that goal. It's sort of like Ben Ayoum's goal against Norwich in the last game of the season for Arsenal. He just snatched it away from the goalkeeper, who tried to wait for the ball. And then Coates getting the second goal of the game to pick up the 3 points. Fantastic header from him. That's what I've wanted to see from free kicks this season. But we haven't really been able to deliver them. Normally they go to back post and they just get headed over. But anyway, Khedira got injured in other news, and they were quite even stats, probably better for Racing in terms of statistics. But again, all that matters is we got the win, and we just keep climbing and climbing. Well, hopefully, but picking up the points is vital. Just hoping to pick up on any slips that Barcelona may have. So, on to the next league game. Now, this game against Hercules at home had me a little bit worried. We took the lead through Roberto Soldado, but they equalised at the in the second half through this break. There's something I want to ask you guys as well quickly, because my exams are nearly over now, so I'm going to start doing live comms for the next season in this save. So yeah, what I want you to put in the comments is, do you think I should stay at Valencia for another year, or if there's a job, like a potential job offer, an interesting job, of course, not just like Barcelona or some shit like that, but an interesting job offer where you think would be entertaining to watch, do you think I should take up that job offer? It's up to you. Well, I'm going to make the decision, but I would like to see your feedback as well, and I'll take it all into consideration, of course. So yeah, leave that in the comments below. I'd really appreciate that. Thank you very much. Shots 22-5, 10-2, 46% possession. Won the game. End of story. 4-2 against Granada. It's always an interesting game against Granada. It doesn't matter whether we're home or away, or what team I've picked, but it's always interesting. But I really like the way we played this month with the shorter passing style. It's really worked in terms of our midfield, because I think we've got the midfielders to do it in terms of creativity. Like, we've got Pavel on the left. He's a very good player. He lacks a little bit in shooting for my liking, but his creating is quite good. I like his wing play at time. That was poor defending there, but I like his wing play, and he's really good. I'm happy I bought him for the 15 million. What I did, or 17 million, something like that. Obviously, got De Bruyne in the centre of midfield, Benenga, and then you've got Khedira and Maduro as well, who them two have just been beast in that midfield. Very good presence to have in that midfield on defensive purposes. Lewandowski just finessing one into that top corner. Fantastic strike. Probably, well, it's one of two of the better strikes he's had in a Valencia shirt. That one, or the one against Villarreal, I think last season. That was a fucking stunner, that goal. But that was 4-2. Final goal of the game came from Granada. And I really like the way we played in this game, even though we conceded two. A bit annoying defensively when I don't put defensive positioning on. We always seem to concede quite a few, but what can you do? Bit of a strict referee, handing out the yellow cards. 50-50 possession, shots 16-9, 6-5 on target. Move on to the final game of the month. Then, as I said, the way we've been playing this month has been superb. We picked up a 4-0 win away from home against Espanyol. Absolutely thrashed them. De Bruyne was that with the first goal there, and they couldn't really get a chance, and we just kept possession of the ball really well in this game. And I like the way that we pressed forward when we had the ball, and when we didn't have the ball, we defended really well. It was like there was two banks of four, and we were defending that type of style. And then when we went forward, there was like the two wingers. I like playing down the wings because I always feel my wingers are pretty good in terms of pace and crossing as well. And when we got people like Lewandowski and Soldado, who are both quite good aerially, then it's not really a bad thing. Vertonghen as well. Look at that. I did say he was quite poor at finishing, but well, you can't really miss that, could he? All the goals in the first half. I'm disappointed I couldn't get more in the second, but well, you can't really complain. 4-0 win. Fantastic. Now this is the interesting part. Well, the statistics, but the interesting part is the league table now. And well, I'm just going to show it to you. So we are sitting in second, guaranteed a Champions League place, but we're 5 points from the top with 3 games to go. So that basically means that if Barcelona win one and we drop points in the next game, they've won the title. But we gotta hope that we win all 3 and Barcelona drop points. So we need to pick up all 9 points for us to be able to win the title at least. Because let's just have a look at their form. It's been well, it's just been Barcelona-esque, I guess. Draw, win, draw, draw. Lost 5-0 to Real Madrid in the Champions League final. I showed you that. League form, though. Let's just take the filters off. And just look at that. 2 losses. One against Granada, one against Espanyol. And then they had 3 earlier on in the season. But look at the wealth of... Look at that. That. Obviously, one lone win there. Then that. Look at that. Unbelievable. And then, obviously, they had a little bit of a patchy period again. And then they haven't lost in that many games. And now they've got Villarreal, Getafe and Celta. If they're going to drop points, they're going to drop points against Villarreal. But they're at home, so it's going to be a long shot if we're going to win this title. It's practically over, I guess. But let's have a look at some of the player stats. Pass completions, S. Fabregas, absolute legend. Love Fabregas. Top goal scorers, Roberto Soldado in 4th with 21. Lionel Messi 3rd, 22. Sergio Aguero 23. Falcao 33. He's doing a bit of a Llorente this season and just storming ahead of everyone else. Former player Daniel Parejo getting the most assists. Isn't that lovely? I just had to sell him because I thought it was a waste of space. And then he gets top assists in the league. Messi on the top there, as you'd expect. Sanchez isn't on there, which is surprising because he's an absolute tank on this game. It's quite unbelievable how good they've made. Oh, he's injured. He is quite a tank, if I say so. Well, myself, but fractured arm. I tell you what, though, my squad. I've really been happy with the squad this season. Soldado, in particular, 32 goals, 15 assists in 46 appearances overall, and he's still going up, even though he's 28, sorry. But he's going to be getting to that age where you start thinking about selling him if his form drops, but it hasn't dropped yet, so I'm happy with that. Luke de Jong obviously had a bit of a period where he was injured. 22 goals and 15 assists, still quite good. With like, what's that, 40 appearances, 6 less than Soldado, and he's got some quite nifty stats there. And obviously he's 23, so they're likely to go up. Benenga, he's been really good this season, and he keeps getting recommended by my assistant as being a key player. Only 8 assists this season, which has really annoyed me. The 3 goals he's got have been quite phenomenal. Long-range strikes. One was a really deflected one, but the other 2 were just absolutely fantastic long-range efforts. Afellay, I just refused to play near the end of the season. I don't know. Just haven't really liked him, but other than that, I guess I'll go into every single player a little bit more in depth in the season review. But for now, that's pretty much it. The final fixtures of the season: Real Sociedad, Sevilla, and Madrid. Real Madrid, most worrying, and then it's Sevilla and Soldado, Sociedad. So it's going to be hard. It's going to be very hard. All the odds are against us, and if we don't watch it, we could end up finishing 3rd because Real Madrid are only 4 points away. And if we lose to them and drop points against Sevilla, which I'm predicting because they're the 2 hardest fixtures, or even Sociedad because they're quite difficult to play against as well, we could drop down to 3rd. So that would be very, very disappointing. But I guess the fight for 2nd and 1st is sort of on for us now, depending on how other results go. So it's out of our hands. 1st is, but 2nd is definitely within our hands. That's pretty much it for this episode. Hit that like button if you enjoyed it. I'm going to be posting more regularly now because I've only got 2 exams left, so yeah, more videos. I'm also going to start bringing FIFA on this channel. I think I might just I'm not sure about FIFA. I'm going to start doing it again, but I'm not sure whether I'm going to be posting it on this channel or my 2nd channel. So I'll keep you updated with that. Please put your comments in obviously the comment section about which club you think I should play as next season. And have a nice day, guys. I'll see you next time.